According to an international tally Monday, more than 700,000 cases of the novel coronavirus have been officially declared around the world since the start of the pandemic. There have been at least 715,204 cases, including 33,568 fatalities in 183 countries and territories. These are notably in the United States, which has reported 143,025 cases and 2,514 deaths, and Italy with 97,689 cases and the world's highest death toll of 10,779. China, where the outbreak first emerged in December, had registered 81,470 cases and 3,304 deaths. The figures represent only a fraction of the number of infections, as many countries only carry out tests on suspected cases if they are hospitalized or with severe symptoms. Britain has ordered more than 10,000 ventilators from a consortium of leading aerospace, engineering and Formula One racing companies, with production to begin this week. The group, including Airbus, BAE Systems, Ford and 7 Formula One teams, has said it expected to get a very prompt regulatory sign-off of an agreed new design, which is based on existing technologies. Dick Elsey, the head of the consortium, said in a statement he is confident this consortium has the skills and tools to make a difference and save lives. The United Kingdom, which initially only had 5,000 ventilators available in its National Health Service, has been scrambling to secure additional supplies of the equipment, which can save the lives of those with complications from the coronavirus. Engineers from the Mercedes Formula One team and University College London, or UCL, have helped to develop a new breathing aid for coronavirus patients. According to a statement from UCL put together by a group from Mercedes, AMG HPP, University College London Hospitals and University College London, the devices will cut the need for invasive mechanical ventilation among patients. The aid has been approved for use in the British National Health Service. The statement also said the British team took an off-patent device and improved it to create a model suitable for mass production. Cabinet Secretary Rajiv Gauba on Monday denied that India's 3-week countrywide lockdown to coronavirus outbreak will be extended. The Press Information Bureau said there are rumors of media reports claiming that the government will extend the lockdown 21 when it expires. The Cabinet Secretary has denied these reports and stated that they are baseless. Prime Minister Narendra Modi declared the 21-day lockdown to stem the spread of the highly contagious virus before it triggers community transmission. This comes in the backdrop of India facing a humanitarian crisis with thousands of migrant workers on the roads. Statistics from the Robert Koch Institute for Infectious Diseases showed on Monday the number of confirmed cases of coronavirus in Germany has risen to 75,298 and 455 people have died of the disease there. These statistics showed cases rose by 4,751 compared with the previous day, while the death toll climbed by 66. The highest number of cases, 13,989, are in the southern state of Bavaria, where the disease first appeared in Germany. Moscow on Monday imposed a lockdown in a bid to slow the spread of the coronavirus as Russian Prime Minister Mikhail Mishustin asked regional authorities to make similar preparations. The enforcement of the tough new rules, which were suddenly announced by Moscow the mayor late Sunday, coincide with the beginning of a non-working week declared by President Vladimir Putin last week. On Monday, the streets of Moscow were deserted following the closure of all non-essential shops, including restaurants and cafes, but traffic was still seen on the roads in the city center. South African police fired rubber bullets towards hundreds of shoppers queuing outside a supermarket in Johannesburg as authorities battled to keep people at home in a bid to halt the spread of the coronavirus. With 1,187 confirmed infections and 1 death, the country has the highest numbers of confirmed infections on the continent. President Cyril Ramaphosa has ordered a 21-day lockdown for the country's 57 million inhabitants, deploying police and the military to enforce the restrictions. But on day 2 of the nationwide lockdown, the government was struggling to get people to observe the restrictions. Passengers on a virus-stricken cruise liner entered the Panama Canal in Central America on Monday after they were told the company was still searching for a port which will allow them to disembark, even as they pleaded for help. The Panama Canal authorities said the Zaandam liner had entered the canal which connects the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans after transferring healthy passengers to another ship and restocking supplies. Holland America Line President Orlando Ashford admitted they were still searching for a port after the mayor of Fort Lauderdale, the ship's intended destination, said the Florida city could not take the risk of accepting the passengers. China reported a drop on Monday in new coronavirus infections for a 4th day as drastic curbs on international travelers reined in the number of imported cases, while policymakers stirred their efforts to healing world's second-largest economy. The city of Wuhan, at the center of the outbreak, reported no new cases for a 6th day, as businesses reopened and residents set about reclaiming a more normal life after a lockdown for almost 2 months. The National Health Commission said yesterday's figure of 31 new cases, including 1 locally transmitted infection, was down from 45 the previous day. Nuclear-armed North Korea successfully tested super-large multiple rocket launches, state media said on Monday, but leader Kim Jong-un was not described as commanding the drill, as officials say Pyongyang seeks to normalize its launches. With the world focused on the coronavirus pandemic and North Korea insisting it has not had a single coronavirus case, the isolated state has carried out 4 such firings this month. The leader is almost always shown overseeing the North's launches, but on this occasion, media reports said it was led by ruling party vice chairman Ri Byung-chol and conducted by the Academy of National Defense Science. The Federal Reserve has offered more than $3 trillion in loans and asset purchases in recent weeks to stop the U.S. financial system from seizing up, but it has not yet directly helped large areas of the real economy, companies, municipalities and other borrowers with less than perfect credit. That is partially because America's central bank is not allowed to take much credit risk itself, and loans to lower-rated borrowers have a higher chance of losses. The risk is exacerbated by efforts to stop the spread of the coronavirus, which have brought economic activity to a screeching halt. To alleviate the constraint, the U.S. Treasury has taken on some of the risk that Fed loans will not be paid back. German Tennis Federation Vice President Dirk Holdroff said Wimbledon organizers will announce the cancellation of the grass court Grand Slam this week due to the coronavirus pandemic. All England Lawn Tennis Club officials earlier said the June 29th through July 12th event would not be played behind closed doors, and postponement was not without significant risk and difficulty. Holdroff said Wimbledon has stated that they will have a board meeting next Wednesday and will make the final decision there. The postponement of the Tokyo Olympics opened up a 2-week window in the tennis calendar in July and August, but it is less likely that it will be feasible for Wimbledon, which has only 2 covered courts and cannot be held past late summer.